Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers. Can Rafe form an alliance to escape? Days of Our Lives spoilers predict that Rafe Hernandez tries to make an unlikely ally. His doppelganger, Arnold Fenger, attacked the former cop, and then E.J. DiMera tucked him away in the vast catacombs under Shea DiMera. Meanwhile, the lookalike pretends to be Jada Hunter's fiancé, even kissing her on Nye. Next week, Rafe Hernandez tries to ally with E.J. Will the men team up to rid Salem of fake Rafe? Elsewhere, Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez reconcile. Is it new love in the new year for the two cuties? Finally, during the week of January 6 to 10, 2025, Holly Jonas begs Doug Williams III to come clean. Does he tell her about stealing the necklace on the 60th season of the NBC Peacock exclusive? Dual Weekly spoilers report that Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gearing, tries to form an alliance with none other than E.J. DiMera, Dan Feuerriegel. The men have been at each other's throats on opposite sides of the law for years, ever since Rafe first appeared in Salem as an FBI agent. Now, Rafe is being kept in E.J.'s wine cellar after being attacked by his doppelganger, Arnold Fenger, Galen Gearing. Days of Our Lives recaps show Arnold's surprising visit to E.J. He was supposed to be secretly hiding out in Argentina. Elvis Jr. and Rafe Hernandez were shocked to see the crook in Salem again. E.J. tried and failed to rid his home of the blast from the past. Rafe ran into him while investigating the fancy mansion. Arnold panicked and knocked out his enemy. Oh. Plus, Arnold posed as Rafe Hernandez when meeting with Rafe's fiancée, Police Commissioner Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu. Dual fans cringed when the creep called Jada Boo and baby cakes. Additionally, Arnold kissed the beautiful cop when the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve. Even E.J. knows how cringy Arnold is behaving with Jada. Next week on Days of Our Lives, Rafe Hernandez tries to team up with E.J. DiMera. Will they decide to help each other oust Arnold out of Salem once and for all? Rafe must act fast to get out of the basement and back to Jada. After all, their wedding day fast approaches. Jada's spidey senses kick into high gear the week of January 6th. Will the top cop know that Arnold isn't Rafe Hernandez and try to rescue her husband-to-be? Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers spill that Leo Stark, Greg Reichardt, and Javi Hernandez, Al Calderon, reconcile. Leo accused Rafe's cousin of taking his old job as lady whistleblower and writing spoilers about Body and Soul. While the cute newcomer did have access to Leo's laptop, he stood by his word. He did not write those articles. Dual viewers watched Leo's heartbreak again during the accusation. He's always unlucky at love and thought things would be different this time. After all, Leo's been soul-searching and seeks counseling from Dr. Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall. Javi moved on with his life and dated one of Leo's superfans. Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers reveal that Leo and Javi decide to make up. Will they couple up again or remain friends on the longest-running NBC soap? Plus, who's the face behind the new lady whistleblower? Do Javi and Leo team up to find out? Stay tuned as this love story blossoms this year. Dual weekly spoilers report Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzemis, talks with Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer. The two have been getting to know each other. Plus, they were going to a Nye concert together until Holly discovered that her boyfriend got her ex-bestie pregnant. So Doug III and Holly had a heart-to-heart and a night in instead. Next week on Days of Our Lives, Doug III may hint that he did something horrible. Fans know he's the one who stole the Horton diamond necklace. Then, he took the jewelry to Leo Stark to be sold to the highest bidder. But so far, the necklace is still in Leo's possession. Will Doug III tell Holly what happened and return the necklace? Can Holly get Doug III to come clean? Watch Days of Our Lives the week of January 6 to 10, 2025, to find out. Next, Leo and Javi make up. Will they couple up again or remain good friends? Lastly, Rafe Hernandez tries to get E.J. DiMera to team up against Arnold. Does Elvis Jr. agree? The tangled web of intrigue in Days of Our Lives deepens this week as Salem's beloved police commissioner, Rafe Hernandez, finds himself in an increasingly precarious situation. With betrayal looming and danger closing in, Rafe must summon every ounce of his cunning and determination to navigate this treacherous path. But the question remains, Can he form the alliances he needs to escape his predicament, or will his enemies finally succeed in bringing him down? Rafe's troubles began when he was framed for a crime he didn't commit, orchestrated by none other than his arch-nemesis, Sloane Peterson. Determined to exact revenge for a past slight, Sloane used her legal prowess and connections to implicate Rafe in a high-stakes embezzlement scheme involving the Salem PD. Despite Rafe's protests of innocence, mounting evidence has left him trapped in a corner with few allies to turn to. This week, we find Rafe confined in a remote location, held by mysterious captors who claim to be working for Sloane. Stripped of his badge, his dignity, and his freedom, Rafe's only hope is to outsmart his captors and escape before it's too late. But escaping isn't just about getting free, it's about clearing his name and exposing the true villain behind the plot. As Rafe surveys his bleak situation, he encounters a surprising figure, Ava Vitali. Ava, who has been off the grid since her last run-in with the law, reveals that she too has been caught in Sloane's web of manipulation. Ava claims she was coerced into helping Sloane with her scheme, but when things spiraled out of control, she became expendable and was thrown into captivity alongside Rafe. Rafe is understandably wary of Ava, given their complicated history. However, Ava's knowledge of Sloane's operations and her familiarity with the hideout's layout make her an invaluable asset. The two reluctantly agree to work together, forging a fragile alliance built on mutual distrust but a shared goal of survival. As Rafe and Ava pool their resources, they uncover vital information about their captors. Among the group is a weak link, a young guard named Jake who seems hesitant about his role in the operation. Rafe decides to exploit Jake's doubts, planting seeds of doubt in the young man's mind about Sloane's true intentions. Meanwhile, Ava works to disable the surveillance system that keeps them under constant watch. Using a hairpin and a few improvised tools, she manages to disrupt the cameras, buying them valuable time to execute their plan. However, their actions do not go unnoticed, and Sloane, ever the puppet master, begins to suspect that her captives are plotting something. Back in Salem, Rafe's disappearance has not gone unnoticed. His sister, Gabby Hernandez, is leading the charge to find him, enlisting the help of Jada Hunter and Sean Brady. However, their investigation is hampered by Sloane's efforts to cover her tracks. Sloane leverages her legal expertise to throw the police off the trail, all while maintaining her facade of innocence. Nicole Walker, who shares a complicated past with both Rafe and Ava, finds herself torn between loyalty and self-preservation. She knows more than she's letting on about Sloane's vendetta but fears that speaking out could put her own secrets at risk. As guilt begins to weigh on her, Nicole must decide whether to come clean or stay silent, even if it means abandoning Rafe in his time of need. Back at the hideout, Rafe and Ava put their plan into motion. Using a combination of persuasion and psychological tactics, Rafe convinces Jake to help them escape. Jake reluctantly agrees, providing them with a key to their cell and instructions on how to bypass the guards. However, the escape is far from smooth. Just as Rafe and Ava make their move, an alarm is triggered, alerting the entire compound. A tense chase ensues, with the duo narrowly avoiding capture at every turn. Ava's resourcefulness and Rafe's quick thinking prove to be a formidable combination as they outmaneuver their pursuers. In a dramatic climax, Rafe and Ava manage to steal a vehicle and make their way back to Salem. But their troubles are far from over. Sloane's influence runs deep, and clearing Rafe's name will require exposing her network of corruption, a task that will test Rafe's resolve and ingenuity like never before. As Rafe and Ava return to Salem, the ripple effects of their escape begin to take hold. Sloane, realizing that her scheme is unraveling, doubles down on her efforts to discredit Rafe and protect her empire. Meanwhile, Rafe must navigate the delicate task of rebuilding his reputation while dealing with the emotional scars of his ordeal. Ava, for her part, faces an uncertain future. While her role in the escape has earned her Rafe's grudging respect, her past crimes cannot be ignored. The two share a bittersweet moment, acknowledging that their unlikely alliance has forged a bond that may endure beyond their current predicament. As the dust settles, Rafe's journey is far from over. Sloane's machinations have set the stage for a high-stakes battle that will test his limits as a leader and as a man. With new allies emerging and old enemies resurfacing, Rafe must navigate a treacherous landscape where every move could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Will Rafe succeed in clearing his name and bringing Sloane to justice? Or will the shadows of his past continue to haunt him, threatening everything he holds dear? One thing is certain. In the unpredictable world of Days of Our Lives, nothing is ever as it seems. Stay tuned as this riveting storyline unfolds, promising twists, turns, and emotional drama that will leave fans on the edge of their seats.